And Dionte, he eventually told her, so it's
fine. Because I gotta make sure I like you. I'm not gonna tell you everything about my family and kids to run you away. I gotta make sure you in this for the long haul first.
Okay.
And then once I figure out you in here for the long haul, that's when I tell you, hey, I got a fake foot. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to a new episode of Lazy Sundays with Dionte
and NiJa.
Here to get you ready for your new week, let you know what you missed this past week. NiJa, what's good?
So I watched my first college football game.
That was your first college football game ever
like
that
this
you've
year.
ever seen?
No. Okay. Because I randomly used to watch some with you.
Okay.
Like years ago. But I haven't watched any in a long time. I don't have a reason to. I mean, it's on in the background, but it's just
she don't got a reason to.
It's like whatever. Like football season is. Shout out to my friend. It's ignore your family season.
Wow.
It really
Let's talk
is.
about it.
First,
really before you even get into it. Because she's so disrespectful.
It's like, okay,
football
y'all are there, but whatever.
It's the greatest season of the year.
That's how you feel.
I'm positive.
It's the best.
It's the fall. It leads into Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Okay.
The weather changes.
Okay.
We're not steaming anymore. The weather feels good outside. Everything about life is good from September to January-ish.
I mean, I could get with you with the weather part, but the sports can be a little intense.
I don't know what intense means.
But I mean, it's great for y'all because it's like you get so much to watch and then content behind the games. Yeah. So it's a big deal. And betting. It's like all of it is just funsies for men.
Funsies. OMG. I guess this is like being able to get your nails done, watch reality TV, and eat crab legs at the same time.
Take the crab legs out for me.
Don't take the crab legs out.
And then I'm good. Then I'm good. But what is good for you? I got one this week. I got a good one, I think. Mm-hmm. So what's good is 7-Eleven. I love it. Like
what you love about 7-Eleven? 7-Eleven, okay.
7-Eleven is pretty solid. Like 7-Eleven, Wawa, like stuff like that, places like that. I just love it because like if I'm ever like hungry or I need like a whole meal, I could just go. Not that I would condone like you eating like sandwiches and stuff from like 7-Eleven or Wawa's, but I say that because it's like the best thing. It's like late at night whenever we're like, oh, I want a snack. It's like I ain't got to go to a whole grocery store. I can just go to 7-Eleven. And get me like a Slurpee, but then I also can get me like a cookie, and then I can get like a whole bunch of extra stuff.
Tell people what you're trying to get from 7-Eleven. Let's keep it going. What
I like to get the
on
cookie.
On the late night when she in there.
Yeah, I like to get the cookie ice cream sandwiches, the Toll House ones, although they low-key be having too many chocolate chips. But whatever, I like to get that. And then I like to get the hot Cheeto Puffs. Those are like the best thing. That's pretty much it for me. I'm pretty simple when it comes down to stuff like that. What about you?
So basically, if you're looking for diarrhea late night, go get you an ice cream cookie sandwich and some hot Cheeto Puffs.
It's the best. It's the best. What's your order when you go to 7-Eleven? What you be getting?
I don't really have an order, man. I just, I may get me a Slurpee. Listen, I don't need you to speak
Let's
for me.
Go.
Listen,
I know.
Listen,
okay.
Linda. Listen, I may get a Slurpee, bag of chips. I'm real light with it. You know what I'm saying? I may get a little bag of chips. Sometimes I get a little bit of sunflower seeds because it's been a long time.
This boy got real sexy when he started telling his order, you know what I'm saying? He started doing the light skin eyes, like, relax.
I ain't get sexy. I was already sexy.
Right. Okay. But anyways, so how was the game?
Oh, yeah. Back to, I guess my was good because she talked about all of it.
It was good.
Oh, no, I know it. That's what I'm saying. It was good for you.
Yeah,
so you said everything.
Yeah.
But mine this week is back to college. Oh, I can't even say it. Back to college football. Colorado, a.k.a. our alma mater, basically black people in general.
Because we all went to Colorado.
Apparently, Colorado is the new HBCU.
Definitely.
And we all went there. I need some merch. As if it's not a school.
Yeah, we all high stepping.
We all high stepping. Give me my theme music.
It's the best. I love it.
Yeah, man. This dude Prime got black people, not even just black people, bro. 10 million people watching a Colorado State game, which is just the only people that care about that is literally people in Colorado.
Yeah.
Nobody else generally cares about that, but 10 million people stayed up to watch that game, and it's just like. It's made college football exciting, bro.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, it's getting kind of stale. It's but that and the NIL, man, being able to pay these kids,
which is a big thing.
It is, man. Yeah. Like these kids get some money off of this because the university get millions of dollars every week. We're talking about. Let's look at LSU for instance. We're talking about a football stadium with around 100,000 seats.
Yeah.
So, and I know you're not selling those tickets for $1 a piece. So, but even if you did, that's 100,000. But I know you're not doing it for that. So we're talking about millions of dollars that's getting brought into the school from athletics and just from the football program itself. And it's like it's all because of the guys, exactly because off of their backs, basically. Yeah. So let them get a piece of that jank, man. But anyway.
Yeah, it's exciting. I like it. I feel like it gives the kids something to look forward to. It's motivation for them.
Yeah.
It's just, I won't really call it antics, but I guess in a sense, along the lines, it kind of is. But I don't know. I enjoyed it. It makes people that wouldn't typically watch football, become interested in it. And then I feel like it'll be like a domino effect. People that typically wouldn't watch it, they may be like, oh, I never thought about playing football. Certain guys and stuff like that, or young kids that are thinking about going to college. Just like that may be a thing for them.
Exactly.
That can be the beginning of somebody's future.
Because now, the way I look at it, you don't necessarily have to aim at making it to the league. It's like, if you can make it to college, you may be able to make a little bit of money if you're trying to help out your family or just help out yourself.
Yep.
You don't have to be, a first round draft pick or a prospect, even though that would help. But at the end of the day, as long as you can do good and you're somewhat of an influencer, because that plays a part in it too.
Yep.
So it's the world of creating now. So if you are a creator, I'm sweating, but if you are a creator that has any type of influence, you can definitely get paid off of that now.
Oh yeah.
So it sounds weird to be like, I'm aiming for an Applebee's commercial, but I'm aiming for an Applebee's commercial.
Yeah.
So,
but staying along the lines of sports, Usher is going to be doing the halftime show for Super Bowl. I'm so excited.
I can tell.
I cannot wait. I've always been an Usher fan. I am so excited. I cannot wait. You have no idea. So now it just makes us think, who else would we want to see perform at the Super Bowl that hasn't already performed, I guess. Because then that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah. First, I think Usher would do pretty well. I wonder if he's gonna bring anybody out. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna pop up, or they may just he's the headliner. But you know how a Super Bowl is generally 2 or 3 different people.
Yeah.
So it's I'm the main guy, and then all of a sudden Katy Perry come out and do her song for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then somebody else. So it may be along the lines of that.
Yeah.
But it should be a good show though. But
I think so.
Who would I want to see?
I feel like everybody that has gone so far, I'm like, okay. I'm okay with the people that have been up there. I think Beyonce has done it before. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of now the bar is just kind of
I'm going to be honest.
Since Usher is now about to do it. Has Chris Brown? Chris Brown hasn't done it, I don't think.
Yeah, it's probably. I don't think he's done it. I don't know if he would be able to.
Yeah.
He can't seem to keep still long enough to make people be like, hey, let's use Chris.
Which sucks because he is really, really talented.
Dude was doing double mint gum commercials at one point, and now it's
let's not even go down that road. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so,
it would be
but
nice
no,
to see him.
I think the perfect person for a Super Bowl halftime show would be bring back Uncle Luke, man, and the 2 Live Crew, bro.
My goodness.
Let's turn it up.
We cannot. It's a family.
Yes, we can.
I think that's...
They don't care about that.
I think
you
it's
want
certain
ratings.
songs that Usher probably wouldn't even really be able to do. Because of that, it's the Super Bowl. That's the part that kind of sucks about it. Is like ever since the whole Janet, exposure, Jane.
I ain't saying
they've
they
been really
naked, but they'll let
touchy
people
about what you can do on the Super Bowl now.
I don't need you to come up here and be naked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And expose a titty, but they can't come up here and twerk. So it's like
that's true. But it's
I'm here sweating like a preacher. But I'm trying to get these freaks on stage. The Super Bowl can
be a little touchy, and I think that's why we'll probably never see like people like Uncle Luke. That would be a lot of fun. But I don't think that.
I'm sure a lot of white people would think it would be fun too, man.
They would love it.
Get them on stage going crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look at that girl with the Daisy Duke song. Everybody like that.
My goodness.
I ain't gonna sing it for y'all because
my goodness.
We ain't gonna turn the pod out that much.
We did hear something.
But y'all know the lyrics.
Really quick, I wanted to mention because we was like having a little talk about this early this morning, dropping our kid off to school. So apparently this pilot got fired because he got caught
sniffing cocaine pre-flight.
I wasn't gonna say the word.
Oh well, you gotta let people know what he's doing. Booger sugar.
Or whatever you want to call it, like, off of someone's
marching powder.
Right. Off of a woman's, tatas. So
he
lost his job because he was about to get on that good old plane and be like, all right, y'all, wheels up. And they was like, no, sir.
But then the stewardess or a flight attendant,
yeah, somebody told on him.
Somebody snitched on him.
Yeah.
I think everybody say don't snitch, but I think that's one of the few times. Bro, if I see my pilot doing cocaine before we supposed to take off, bro, I have never told on somebody this fast in my life. Bro,
you're not about to kill me and everybody else up here. You're not about to
kill me, bro. I am going to lose it. I'm not even going to have to snitch on you per se because I'm going to be losing my mind on this flight to the point to where everybody's going to understand what I'm mad about.
Yes.
As you sit there wiping your nose.
Yes. I cannot do it.
No, bro, we're not doing that. So, yeah, I'm definitely telling if I
100%.
I see you doing coke pre-flight
100%.
or anything where you have to, we're in a large thing container and you have to move me from one place to another.
Yeah, no, that was a good call. I'm sorry. Like it sucks. You don't ever want nobody to lose their job, but just saying. Yeah, no.
Hey man, I ain't worried about your job. I'm worried about my life at that time.
Period.
That's
it is what it is. Sorry, sir.
You can't do drugs and do stuff, man.
No, you cannot. You have to relax sometimes. Like, you couldn't wait for you to get home.
No, I couldn't. And then, plus, he was doing it off the lady titties. How does that work? Where did she come from?
Whoa, he was having a wild night.
Like, was she a stripper?
Not married.
Was she a stripper? And they caught you at the you know what I'm saying, a strip club, sniffing the coke off her boobs. Ooh. Was she the line cook at Chili's? Like, and y'all just met out back by the trash cans? Because who is this lady? She can be anybody. Mm-hmm. It was like, Walmart sales associate.
Don't drag her into it.
I seen
they probably done found her.
All she had on was a blue vest and her titties out, and he was sniffing coke off her.
All right.
Listen, man.
So, anyways,
don't do drugs, kids.
Please don't. It's clearly you lose your job behind it,
and you can't fly.
No, you cannot. Literally. But so we've been watching a lot of reality TV lately.
She's been watching a lot of reality.
Well, one of the shows we have been watching.
I've been in a general space.
So the one that I've watched by myself is Love Island UK. So there's like a lot of Love Islands. But anyways, in a nutshell, people come on the show. It starts off probably about like 5 or 6 female and men. Mm-hmm. And on this season, people actually matched them up prior to the audience did. And then they all like go through this show and like learn to figure out who they like and yada yada. If you want to know the whole, you got to watch it or whatever. But basically it's a dating show, so to speak. But one of the things that I started thinking about shows like that is I feel like in a sense it kind of helps you date in a healthy way or date honestly. But everybody is basically having to date each other in like front of each other. So I feel like in a sense that kind of creates like a healthy dating relationship like in the real world.
Yeah.
Like it's it's kind of like, obviously it's good for TV because people are getting jealous in real time. But I noticed a lot of times, at least on this particular show, some of the people are being very mature about it, which was shocking to me because I feel like it's kind of like a thing that you just don't do when you're dating people. Like, you know that whoever you're talking to, if y'all are in a relationship, that clearly they're dating other people. Mm-hmm. But it's another thing to see it, like them to be on a date and the table next to you, and you're like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's definitely awkward.
Yeah, I feel like it creates a healthy, but I just wanted to say that about that because I found that kind of unique with shows like that. Like, I'm like, all right, that's kind of cool.
But TV show dating is like, how much of it is you actually, like, how you feel about stuff versus you just being on TV? So you kind of got to go through that aspect of it, too, and determine what's fake and what's real.
That's very true. Yeah, I don't know. But Love is Blind is back. Oh, my goodness.
Love is blind, and it'll take over your mind.
You always have a song for everything.
Because I am, like...
Okay.
Musically inclined.
So anyways, Love is Blind is back. And of course, the foolery has started. They gon' Uche. Uche and Lydia. So, Uche, that's the girl name. Ain't her name Lydia?
Who?
His ex-girlfriend.
I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. We'll put it on the screen if we got the names wrong.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, find the cast. So anyway, it's obviously, if you haven't seen Love is Blind, like, go watch it now. And if you haven't, spoiler alert.
We're going to tell you why to go watch.
Spoiler alert. So don't watch this end of the podcast if y'all don't want to hear stuff. But anyways, so basically Uche ends up talking to, what's that baby name? Is her name Ashley? Aaliyah. And
this isn't even my show.
Yes, it is. We watch it together. Him and Aaliyah started to connect. So they like, okay, boom. We probably about to go ahead and like get engaged. So she's confiding in, this girl Lydia that she became close with amongst all the other ladies. And she's telling her like, oh, Uche's this, da-da-da. We're having a great time, whatever. And then Lydia is just kind of helping her. And then Aaliyah ended up telling Uche that she cheated, and then he pretty much burned her at the stakes for it and was like, oh, how dare you, you kind of trifling. He didn't say those things, but pretty much in so many words he did. So she's crying, all hysterical, I'm hurt. He basically just like ripped me a new one. She's crying to Lydia, and Lydia is just going in on him. So me and Dionte like, whoa, she kind of dragging it a little bit. Like, it's as if this is personal. She don't even know this dude, Uche. So then we find out, they show us a clip that they didn't show us at the beginning when everybody was first starting to meet each other in the pods, that her and Uche actually used to date. And they had just had sex like 3 months ago, that she eventually told Aaliyah. And then it was like this whole like love triangle, because it was like, the whole thing was, why didn't anybody bring this up when they realized, my ex is in here? I probably should tell people that I'm starting to connect with Adris, by the way.
Hey, I mean, technically he did. That's how she found
the fact.
The girl. It's not really after the fact. The girl found out because he said, hey, literally, we moving forward, and I just wanted to let you know that a girl I used to date is in the pods too. And that's when he was like, she was like, who? And he was like, Lydia. She was like, whoa. You mean
my BFF now.
Exactly. BFFFFFFF. So with that being said, it's like, and then when she came and asked her about it, she was just like, oh, he told you. So what does that mean? And then you like, oh yeah, I met his mom before. She cool. I'm cool with his friends too. Yeah. We used to hang out some of the time. Let me tell you too, we was just having sex
his
probably
dog
about
loves
2
me.
months ago.
Oh yeah, the sex part, yeah.
So I know you didn't notice, but about 30 days ago, I was,
it's
twisting
like,
the telescope.
All right.
Bro, she was twisting the telescope 45 days ago.
You didn't have to say
she
it
can
again.
still return her items in some places. It was so short ago.
All right. So anyways.
If you got TV, you can still take that back. He got her TV.
Anyways, the whole point is, I disagree.
Crazy,
I feel like when he started to sense a connection, even a little bit with Aaliyah. Being that he knows that everybody setup is the same. All the guys are in the same, you know what I'm saying, little mini suite, and all the women are. So I don't want to make this weird, because what if Lydia decides to be like, oh, by the way, because then you don't get to control your own narrative, I feel like. So that's why you need to be the one to always be forthcoming, whether you feel like it's somebody's business or not. If I'm interested in you, I don't need somebody else creating a narrative that they shouldn't about me. Let me get a hold of you first and be like, hey, before you walk away. I know this girl, and I just want to let you know this is what happened.
And that's what my man's did.
But he did it after the fact, after this girl done had feelings for him. They was, at this point, about to get engaged. Like, they was deep. They was deep.
That wasn't my fault. Or his fault. Listen, he didn't know they was hanging out behind the scenes.
It don't matter, though. It do matter, because they in the same, like, suite, so you don't want it to... Yo, it don't make no sense how men think. It's like, well, he told her, didn't he?
He told her before. She didn't know, so the information wasn't presented to her. He was forthcoming and bringing said information.
Child.
I got to clap for this nigga, actually.
You need to stop, for real.
Good job, Uche.
No.
He was upfront about it. No, he didn't judge her for her past.
He did.
He did not.
He said that poor girl
lady
crying.
Has a past. She has a past. One that would make the average person, rightfully so, say, this is a red flag.
Yeah, he wasn't wrong for that.
And said,
expressing his concern.
I don't even judge you though, girl. I'm gonna love you for you.
But he did that at the end, and she had, and that he probably didn't. But he probably didn't hear her say bye, because we did say that. Maybe he didn't hear her say bye. So after he pretty much like ripped her a new one, she was like, "All right, I'm about to go ahead and go, whatever." And then at the end, he didn't hear her, I guess, say bye. So he was kind of like, you know what? Look, it's cool. That's your pet. But she didn't hear that part. But it doesn't really matter, because after you make me feel like a horrible person, like, I mean, it's going to take us a while to kind of get back on track. The whole point is I get that, yes, he did tell her eventually. I just think exactly what happened is what we were all, as viewers, were afraid that was going to happen, is that it caught up to him. And I think it made the situation between him and Lydia look way worse, because being that neither one of them mentioned it, it made it seem like they was kind of like behind everybody back, like low key kind of talking. But it's like that's what I'm saying. You don't get to control your own narrative then. And that's what makes it kind of weird, because now you're having to explain yourself more than you should.
That's the thing though. He did tell her. See, that's that girl math. Because in your eyes, he never told her. Even though I'm looking at this man say, hey,
it's not good enough.
My ex is in here. He didn't say, obviously, that we had sex and bought a TV that can still get returned.
But she told me. So now I know.
But so that's not my fault.
Yes, it is, because you should have told me. So I could have been on top of it. Then I would have been like, all right. Anyways, what do y'all think? If y'all seen the show, if you haven't, watch it and come back to this podcast. And then comment down below and tell us, who do y'all think was wrong? What do y'all think should have happened? If you have watched it, tell us. What do you think should have happened? Because I think he should have told her out the gate. He and Dionte, he eventually told her, so it's fine.
Because I gotta make sure I like you. I'm not gonna tell you everything about my family and kids to run you away. I gotta make sure you in this for the long haul first.
Okay.
And then once I figure out you in here for the long haul, that's when I tell you, hey, I got a fake foot.
And with that being said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see y'all in our next podcast.
Oh, bye. Man. I don't know when that'll be. Hopefully it's soon. Thank you.